Today on Suncoast View, a relatively peaceful protest over the future of Bradenton's Confederate statue. We'll talk about what happens next. Manatee County is the center of Florida's opioids crisis, and the Sheriff Department is here to talk about how we need to fight it.
And we learn what it takes to be a karaoke champion and hear a regional winner sing. All that and more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show, and welcome to the desk, Senior Producer Joey Panic. Great to have you up here.
It's nice to be back with you ladies.
You're
love you on this side.
Yes, I like being on this side.
And you had a vacation, so you're a little rested. You're going on another one.
Yes, that's the way to do it. I feel like if we only had to work 1 day a week and we could take 4 off, I could last.
I could manage that.
Right?
I was off 4 days last week. I had a really hard time with that. That's why I have this bandage on
But you
my
weren't
nose.
having fun.
Right.
It's one thing
Yeah,
to have
it's
to
different.
sit and rest, and another thing to get to be on vacation.
I'm not good at resting. I did not like resting at all. So please ignore the bandage on my nose because I'm going to rest here with you guys because it's a lot more fun
Well,
here.
I did notice,
than at
like,
home.
late at night, I would still be looking at stories for tomorrow. And I was like, I don't have to do them, but, you can't
But
shut
that's
it
an
off.
inherent interest in
Yeah.
what's happening in the world, too. I mean, we all are interested in
I know.
the
now
latest and greatest.
Now I know what's going on, and I
Right.
can't turn it off.
And I don't have anybody to tell, so well, we're glad you are here. Now, the only thing about Joey is he does some things on the sly. Things I'm not so sure I want everyone to see, but I don't always get to vote on this. So he
Why
comes
not?
back from vacation on Friday and suddenly decides it would be fun to catch us all moments before we roll the open.
People always ask me what it's like to work on the show, and I say how much fun it is and how much fun everybody has, and occasionally there are these moments that just make me
Oh,
laugh.
I'm so glad I wasn't here.
This is getting ready for the show. It was like a beauty experiment. All 4 ladies were just, had their compacts out. It was hysterical.
And Cindy is putting on the microphones behind.
Yeah, Cindy's the reason you can all hear us. She
just
is
maneuvering
amazing.
in and out of your makeup brushes.
What am I
and your
drinking? Whatever it is, it
We
looks
were wondering.
good.
You know,
love it.
in our defense, we spend so much time up until the last second getting the show itself and content together that sometimes the lipstick and the mascara do not happen until we sit down.
Remember that
Or
movie?
midway.
Is it Broadcast News where they're running the tape through the studio and
Yeah.
then getting it in time? We don't have tape anymore, but that is what it's like back
Every
here.
single day. Every
Literally
single
running
day.
up to the very second and you sit down and pretend you've been there for about an hour.
Yeah. And the hardest part is looking good every day. So therefore, thank you for
I
showing
haven't
everybody.
managed that quite yet.
Yeah,
but
no, I'm with
working on
you.
it.
I'm right there with you. All right, well, the easiest part of the job is getting to sample the amazing chefs that stop by every day. So we welcome back Chef Mark from Sharky's on the Pier. Great to have you with us. What are we making?
Thank you. Wonderful to be here. Today I'm going to do a chipotle and bourbon glazed salmon. It's on our hook, line, and sinker down at Sharky's on the Pier.
All right, great place to
sounds good.
hang out. We're starting to get cooler evenings and great sunsets. So Sharky's on the Pier, of course, in Venice, one of our favorites. Speaking of the sun, did everybody get to enjoy the big eclipse yesterday?
You know, I missed it.
Oh, it was amazing. Outside looked just normal. And then with the glasses on, you look up, and there it is. You can just see a little bit of, it looked like a half moon, sort of.
Well, some people had a different experience. They actually got some mood music to enjoy the eclipse with. Let's take a listen.
I need you more than ever, and if you only hold me tight, we'll be holding on forever.
Oh, yes, she did. That was
Tyler.
Bonnie Tyler singing her classic hit, Total Eclipse of the Heart, on the Royal Caribbean Special Eclipse Cruise.
I'm hoping this wasn't the actual performance.
Oh, that
she
was.
playing.
That was it.
You know, that song, she did such a great job when she recorded that song, and that song is so iconic and keeps coming back, and nothing against, as the singing voice ages, it's harder to hit those notes. She could have taken that down a little bit, and she did such a good job when she recorded it, we would have still remembered.
That's
and
so
loved it.
scary for me.
no.
You do sound worse when you get
She
older.
sounded awful.
I don't
Yes,
think
you
that
did.
is just because of age. That has alcohol or something else involved.
Cigarettes,
Did you
alcohol, I don't know.
That is a
age
smoker's
does
voice.
Did
terrible
you see how
things.
passionate she was? She wasn't quite there.
She still gave 100%. It's just the voice
she
wasn't
did.
quite at that ratio.
She gave a lot.
That was embarrassing. I don't know why we're being so nice. That was embarrassing.
I could have done a better job.
She should have played the original recording, because do you want to be remembered like that?
She could have come out and waved while they were
Something,
playing the
anything.
recording.
That is one of my favorite karaoke songs, and I will now not hesitate to sing that at karaoke, because I can do it better than that.
The bar has been lowered.
Exactly.
The bar has been lowered.
You got to know when it's time. That's all I'm going to say, and it's time for her
Yeah,
to
that's
sit
pretty
down.
bad.
Yeah, that was rough.
Well, you'll tell me when it's time.
You are not there
not
yet.
to sing.
You are not there yet, so don't you go anywhere. It is time for our first hot topic, however. And hundreds turned out in Bradenton for a relatively peaceful protest of the Confederate Memorial in front of the Manatee County Courthouse. Despite some heated arguing, the sheriff's office was able to keep both sides under control. They shouted back and forth to keep the memorial in its place or take it down. Businesses in the area, like Council's Burgers, closed early as a precaution. Hillsborough County and many other counties across the country dealing with similar issues. In Hillsborough, there is a discussion whether to put the question to voters in a ballot referendum. Kudos to Manatee County for being a good example of expression.
Yes,
Yeah.
they disagreed, and I know everybody was concerned all over the country and throughout the area. Could incidents come out of this and riots or anything? And it was nice. You have to listen to the other side before any change can happen, and I hope that it was the beginning of that.
Well, you know, I had relatives that fought and died in the Confederate War. They were Confederate soldiers, but I don't think keeping these statues up when they cause so many problems and they hurt people, they just remind people of bad times. I think they ought to go to a museum, and maybe we need heroes that are closer to our time, because I don't think anybody walks around and looks at those statues and thinks there's a hero.
What is our thought on the ballot referendum? Is there a reason not to just let the people speak?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
But I also think it's important for us to recognize the reality of the situation. Where else in society is the losing side of something ever memorialized? You have statues representing the losing side of a war. Where else has that happened? And I venture to say it's because of what it represents. And while I think it's important to remember our past and where we've come from, I don't think the best place to do that is in front of a public venue. If you want to do it in a museum so everyone can have a good picture of the entire history, different story. But putting it in front of the courthouse or another public entity where you know it's offensive to other people, I think that's wrong. I can't think of the other side of it, but for me, it seems as if it would be something like someone did something heinous to one of your family members, and then I put a statue in front of your home reminding you of that every single day.
And you're not alone. And I don't understand why, to keep the violence at bay, we can't just put it on the ballot. Let everybody speak, because those who feel like that, and again, we know you're not alone. You'll vote. It'll go through, and it keeps it within the circle of our democracy, so we can stop having to fight, argue, and have hate about it.
Yeah.
I'm frustrated by the process.
And it's not honoring my ancestors at all. They fought for a losing cause. They fought with all their heart, but it's over. Let it go, and let's honor some more recent people that we can relate to, that we can take inspiration from.
Yeah, there are many times, I think, where you might not realize something offends someone, and then I can only speak for myself. When I find that out, it immediately changes the picture.
Right.
Oh my gosh, if that's offensive to you or causes you trouble,
Yes.
I don't care
Doesn't
about it
mean that
being
much to
there.
me.
Yeah, someone
Right.
asked me once, is it more, this was about like a picture online, but they said, is it more important for you to keep that picture up, or is it more important for the other person to have you take it down? And
Good
I
way
thought,
to look at it.
You're right, I don't care about that picture, I'll take it down.
Good way to look at it. Absolutely. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll continue to have at least successful discourse, because I was
And
proud of our area.
I think that actually is the start. I think that both sides have to realize, and I hate to say this, not saying I've defended, but I understand the need for them to want to maintain their history, just maybe in a different way.
Very fair. So is being attractive a positive quality in a successful woman? A lawyer and Fox News anchor says it can be. This is Ebony Williams. She just released her book called Pretty Powerful: Appearance, Substance, and Success. She writes that women should not fear using their looks to help them get ahead. She argues that an appealing appearance does not diminish intelligence, but highlights other positives like hustle, degrees, and work experience. Williams says, grab their attention with your looks and blow them away with what you say and do. What do you think?
I can grab attention right now with my bandage. if we all walk into a room Who are they going to look at? Me with the funny bandage. You beautiful people don't have a chance.
Stop. I like this statement, and I feel a little guilty liking it because I think we've preached for so long that shouldn't matter. You know what? It does matter. It does matter, and I think it's a really good way to show that you're proud of that part of yourself, as well as I'm proud of my brains, my degree, and my work experience.
We like to look at pretty people. Male and female, we like to look at pretty people.
Something good's coming out.
I know, I agree. If you have to think, it's going to be a good one.
I disagree with this, and I don't know what it is.
I think it's important to grab them any way you can.
I agree.
If it's your beauty, if it's your look, if it's your voice, you use what you have to get what you want. That's just how I feel.
Okay, that's great.
So I got my first job in television, and this was an inappropriate comment when it happened, and I was too young to be offended. But the news director at the time said to me, I brought you for an interview because of that red dress you had on your tape.
And I would have said, thank you very much.
Exactly. And you know what? I don't care why you called me, because getting that first phone call in television and that interview is so hard. You hired me because I gave you a good interview. You kept me because I did a good job as your meteorologist. And I left because I had the opportunity to. The fact that that red dress you thought was sexy or pretty or whatever it takes.
Anything it takes to get you in the door.
Yes, I agree.
But have you noticed there are sometimes people that you're so drawn to them, they're so charismatic, and they're not conventionally attractive, but there's just something like, they're magnetic. So sometimes it isn't about being skinny or pretty or having the perfect body, but it's just
personality.
We like Oprah better than anybody.
Yes, sometimes you called Oprah ugly.
All right, I'll get you out of that one. I'll get you out of that one.
I didn't say she was ugly, but she did not have the perfect body.
You're right.
She did not have the blonde
But
hair.
she was magnetic.
But
that's the
everybody loves her.
But that's the thing. Whatever it is, if it's your beauty, your eyes, your looks, whatever it is, you got to use, whatever you have to your advantage to try to get to that,
And then you got to prove it once you get there.
Then you have a bag of tricks that you start pulling out.
Because you got to keep it up.
We got to work on that bag of tricks.
All right, well, we have all heard the dangers of using tanning beds in their relationship to malignant melanoma. So why are people still doing it? British doctors are warning that 1 in 5 sunbed users may be truly addicted. Behavioral study examines addictive behaviors such as diminished control, urges, and cravings for an experience. And this psychologist concluded that 20% of tanning bed users report having those feelings. Doctors say this is similar to other destructive behaviors, and it explains why people continue to tan. All right, I'm a little guilty about this one. I don't like reading these stories. I'm not addicted to tanning beds, but Joey and I both have talked about there is a certain addiction of
tanning.
with being tan and feeling, I don't know what.
My nose seems to be coming into this more.
I know, and I look
This is
at
what
you.
happens when you tan.
But you didn't tan, though, just to throw that in.
I
Not
tan
purposely.
very easily. So I wore sunscreen some, but I'd sweat it off, and it's a basal cell carcinoma from being in the sun, from sitting in
Why
the
do we do
sunshine.
things that are bad for us?
I think I can speak for myself here, but it's like I get used to, I recently started getting tan again. I would lay outside with SPF, but you start to get used to yourself at a certain shade, and then you're like, ooh, well, that's the new normal. Let me see if I can go a little different. Let me see if I can get a little darker. So it is. I can see where you can get addicted, and I'm embarrassed that at almost 40 years old, I have fallen back into that, because I had that as a kid.
I used to use that as a teaching thing for my kids about race. Okay, are you a better person when you've got a suntan or you don't have a suntan? No, I'm the same person. Aha! Skin color doesn't make a difference.
Absolutely, and you're not any more attractive, tan or not tan.
Well, a little belly fat, though, looks nicer when there's a little bit of color
when there's a
on
little.
it.
I don't know. I think it's the opposite reason, though. When you tan, you actually do get the benefits of the sun. So you're getting vitamin D, and I think that feeling of euphoric feeling is what people are more.
There's definitely a psychology.
Yeah.
When I lived up north, I was in tanning beds, and it wasn't just to have color, because it would be January in Cleveland. Nobody saw my skin. I mean, I was under sweaters and jeans, but there was the warmth and the light, and in those northern climates, that is addicting in itself. Here, we have no excuse. We have absolutely no excuse.
African Americans don't tan. We try not to go.
I know. And
we go the opposite.
I'm trying to learn from you.
I'm trying to find an umbrella.
Trying to learn from you. All right, so here in Florida, we hear plenty about scary sinkholes. They are a bad combination with distracted driving. Watch this guy in China. He's going to motor himself along. He's on his phone. Yeah, right into a collapsed road. Look up from your phone, buddy. We'll show this to you again.
This
It's
is my
almost
nightmare.
amazing. Yeah, but who doesn't see the hole in the road?
Well, especially if you're driving on a little moped or something, you should be looking up anyway.
The thing is, it did just collapse, but then...
He didn't even try to brake, though.
He was looking at his phone.
Wow.
So, get off your phone
It
and...
can happen anywhere.
No, it's not quite that
All right,
scary. It's
I'm
not
terrified.
quite that scary.
It's my phobia.
All right, we're going to check out our happy hour forecast when we come back. How you can help Manatee County fight drug abuse.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert forecast for this happy hour this afternoon. A very hot day today. Temperatures warming into the mid-90s. Currently, lots of sunshine out there. Look at that heat index, 103, and the dew point, 72. Humidity lower, though, at 47%. We have an east wind at 9, and the pressure has been falling slightly now at 29.98 inches. Heat indices all across the peninsula in the hundreds there. You can see that 102 in Orlando, 103 at Mayaca City. Bradenton at 96 degrees. That's what it feels like there. They're getting a little bit of breeze off the river. And 104 in Northport, 105 it feels like in Punta Gorda, 103 in Inglewood. And as far as the rain goes, nothing to cool us down right now. There is a chance for a few showers through this evening. A little bit better chance as a tropical wave gets close to us on Wednesday, a little bit closer on Thursday. That rain chance will increase significantly on Thursday. We'll have an update on the tropics.
Manatee County is at the center of Florida's heroin epidemic, and it's a very costly place to be. So far this year, the county has spent more than $63,000 to administer Narcan to revive overdose victims, and the year is on pace to be a record-setting year. Captain Todd Shear from the Manatee County Special Investigation Division is here to talk about the enormity of this tragedy. Thank you so much for coming today. Now, what is Narcan?
Okay, so Narcan is the brand name for the generic term is actually naloxone. And Narcan is actually, it's an antidote. What it does is it counteracts opioids, particularly those that are suffering from an overdose. And it will counteract it so that you can bring the person back, basically.
Wow. So if you get there and to treat somebody, how important is Narcan?
Oh.
What difference can it make?
Huge, save lives.
Really?
It's almost a miracle drug. World Health Organization said it's one of the most critical drugs in the world. It was created in 1971, and it's just a great tool in saving lives in our community.
So if you get there and you have it, you can save that life. If you don't, you might not be able to.
Yeah, great potential to save a life. Sometimes we can't do that. Someone that has taken too much of an opioid, they may have gone too far where it can't, but you want to give every effort to try to save a life, no doubt about it.
Well, who carries it?
Right now, EMS and fire do in Manatee County. The Bradenton Police Department just got a grant to get some. Unfortunately, right now we don't have the funding to be able to get it, but we've been seeking to try to get this for over the last year and a half.
Wow, and I know that in Manatee County they said it's really bad. Kind of describe how big of an issue this is for this area.
Sure. Well, if we go back to 2012 when the area changed the laws in terms of opioid prescription pills, we think that's where it really germinated from. Shutting those pill mills down left a void for those folks that were addicted. They went to the streets. They started out with heroin. Heroin quickly transferred into fentanyl. Fentanyl transferred into carfentanil. And when you're talking about these drugs, they are extremely lethal, particularly when you think of carfentanil. It's 10,000 times more potent than morphine. Fentanyl is 100 times more potent. Yeah. So if you can look at it like this, a few granules, if you think of a few granules of salt, that is lethal. And the drug trafficking organizations, these drug dealers, these pushers, they're mixing this stuff. They're mixing it in their cars, and they're selling it out to the folks on the street. And unfortunately for these folks, they're suffering overdoses and many of them deaths.
Oh my.
So I understand from some of the reading I've done that when you know, Narcan's very expensive. You administer a dose, it's like $45 or $43 for one dose. And with some of these drugs, it's taking multiple doses to save a life.
It is.
So you're shooting in hundreds of dollars to try to save this person.
Absolutely. Nothing more important than saving a person's life.
Yes.
That's somebody's baby out there. That's someone who has, you know, for whatever reason, gone down a road where they're highly addictive. And we're talking about the disease of addiction. Opioids are like no other drugs. It's not like some of these other drugs where you can get addicted to cocaine, marijuana. When an opioid wraps itself around you, it is going to chemically change your brain. The cravings are off the chart, and it's just a different animal in and of itself. So very serious situation we're facing in our region here.
How can you budget for it? What needs to be done so it will be available when you need it?
Well, traditionally, law enforcement in our lane, we enforce laws. It's usually left up to EMS and fire. They have the training, the expertise to be able to administer medicines. But because of the epidemic that we're facing in our country, quite frankly, the Centers of Disease and Control has recommended that law enforcement carry Narcan. So when it comes to budgets, that's something for the county and our particular folks to be able to do that. But as you know, we're strapped in every direction as far as money goes. We're all doing more with less, and so we really appreciate the community in this particular instance reaching out to us to partner with us, because we really know that this partnership will in fact save lives.
So
No
there's
doubt
going
about
to
it.
be a golf tournament so the community can get involved and help raise money so that people won't die because this drug is not available.
Absolutely.
So tell me about that golf tournament.
So the golf tournament's going to be held on September 7th at the Bradenton Country Club, and they're looking for sponsors. And if you're a golfer and you really want to make a difference in our community, not just have a great time on the golf course, but you really want to know that your contribution is going to really save a life.
Yeah,
Really gonna save a
literally.
life.
Yes, because it seems like $40-something is not much. So if you can go out and have fun playing golf and help get that money, that would be wonderful to save lives.
It's amazing to think that one dose can save a life.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's really
Yes. Okay, go out and hit those golf balls. The golf tournament is September 7th. And for more information, you can go to the Manatee County Sheriff's Office for information. Next, Joey's going to tell us about the fall TV season.
Are you a soccer mom or dad? Regardless of their age or experience level, when your kids play soccer or any other sport, there's one person on the sideline who is key to help recognize and seek medical care for sports-related concussion. It's you. You need to know the signs and symptoms of concussion, and you need to act if you think your child has been injured. Remember, when in doubt, sit them out. To learn more, go to cdc.gov/concussion. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wannabe Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
Jacuzzi is proud to present our first ever safe bathing event. The Jacuzzi walk-in tub allows you or a loved one to take a safe and relaxing bath. Never climb in and out of a regular bathtub again. Our walk-in tub offers a low step-in threshold, fast drain technology, soothing hydrotherapy, and even a shower handle. Regain bathing independence with a Jacuzzi walk-in tub and enjoy spending more time with loved ones. Why wait any longer? During our safe bathing event, save $750 on a new walk-in tub. Receive $250 in safety upgrades and a $100 Visa gift card. But if you call right now during this program, we'll double the savings to $1,500, double the safety upgrades to $500, and double it to a $200 Visa gift card with your walk-in tub purchase. Call right now to save double on a new walk-in tub. Call now.
Attention Sarasota and surrounding cities. After 25 years in Sarasota, Bacon's Furniture and Design will be moving to create Southwest Florida's largest and most dynamic furniture store. We must liquidate everything in the store at huge savings as fast as possible. Do not miss this opportunity to purchase quality sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio furniture, mattresses, and more. All at the absolute lowest prices possible. The Bacon's Furniture and Design relocation sell-off. Nobody beats Bacon's.
As we head toward the end of the summer, it means the beginning of fall TV premieres. Today, our senior producer, Joey Panic, has a preview of some of the big fall premieres that we'll see right here on ABC 7. What a great time of year.
Yes, and you know, you forget when you're down in Florida that the weather doesn't change, but you forget that the fall season's here. So there's a lot of great things to see, but you know, you want to start getting your DVR set because it's going to come up pretty quick. So ABC has a bunch of new shows. Before we get to the new ones, though, they do have Dancing with the Stars coming back.
Oh,
It's their 25th season. I got to admit that every season I'm like, I'm not going to watch, and I always watch because you find somebody competing. Yes.
Yeah, well, I pull for somebody every time.
So we don't know who the full cast of contestants are yet, but there are big rumors that it will be, one of them is Drew Scott. He is one of the twin brothers on HGTV's Property Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
And then WWE wrestler Nikki Bella, who you might know from E's Total Divas. She will also is rumored to be part of the show. And if you don't know her from that, she also got engaged to wrestler turned actor John Cena. So ABC has not confirmed them yet, but there's a pretty good chance that these are two of the contestants. So that starts on September 18th. Now to the new shows, and there's some really good ones. So, Linda, I thought of you for a couple of these. Okay. The first one is called The Good Doctor. And this one it starts on Monday, September 25th. Freddie Highmore, who you might know from the Bates Motel series, he stars as a young surgeon who has autism and savant syndrome, and he has been recruited into a pediatric unit of a prestigious hospital. So it's kind of all about this idea of how does a person who we think can't relate to other people end up being able to save their lives. And it's based on a South Korean show, and this is one of the big ones that everybody is talking about to come, so you want to get that on your radar.
I saw the previews, it looked amazing.
Yes, yes.
Really interesting, and they're not saying that they want him to be the new face of autism on TV, but they're saying it's interesting that now, someone with autism as a character can be portrayed in a different way.
Yeah. And he may have a talent that is amazing when you take a close look at it.
That's part of that savant syndrome, is that he excels at something, so that's going to be really good. The other one is The Mayor. This looks like an amazing comedy. This one is about a young rapper who is trying to make his big break in music. So what he does is he runs for mayor of his city, just as a publicity stunt, and guess what? He ends up getting elected. So it's all about this kind of unlikely winner who now is faced with, uh-oh, what do I do? Now I have to rule the city.
Wouldn't it be nice if he did something good? And we had a good politician.
But it seems like it's going to be funny.
There's a lot of humor, but I think there's a little, subtle tones of guy goes to Washington, makes good kind of idea. You'll recognize his mother's played by one of the actresses from Community. Leah Michelle from Glee plays his friend, but everybody's talking about the lead kid, who I can't remember. Oh, Brandon Michael Hall.
And he's newer on the scene, isn't he?
Yeah, new face. So that'll be coming up October 3rd. And then this one, the title's very long. Kevin Probably Saves the World, formerly The Gospel of Kevin. So the title's long. I hope the show lives up to the title. It stars Jason Ritter, John Ritter's son, of course, from Three's Company.
Wow.
So we already like him because we love his dad. But this is one of those reluctant hero end up tasked with saving the world.
Probably.
He's kind of a down on his luck kind of a guy, a little selfish, not really going in the right direction, and he inadvertently meets this celestial figure who puts him in charge of saving the world. So there's some comedy, but there's also some drama, and this will also premiere on October 3rd.
So there's a hero in us all.
Yes, yes.
Like this.
So it's that idea of, you might not want to save the world, but it's your job.
All right. Lots to look forward to. All these premieres just a few weeks away. So thanks for the heads up, Joey. Coming up next, the Suncoast mom teaches us to make cool photo gifts on a budget. Stay with us.
The kitchen is where life happens. Minnesota Flooring now offers a wide variety of beautiful quality craft-made cabinetry to make sure the heart of your home reflects your style. Visit us today.
Is your mop a dirty, disgusting mess? You need the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System, the only mop and bucket that spins the dirt away. A system that cleans practically anything and everything with super absorbent microfiber. Dip it in the washer side and the mess releases into the bucket. Then place it in the dryer side and push on the pedal. You get a clean mop pad that's practically dry and ready for more. And your hands will never again touch a dirty, disgusting mop. The heads are washable and reusable. Get the Hurricane 360 Spin Mop System for just 2 payments of $19.99. You'll also get a Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. You can take advantage of our 2-for-1 Pick It Up special and get a second spin mop set. Just pay additional shipping and fee. And we'll upgrade you to free priority handling. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-394-1524 to get your Hurricane Spin Mop double offer. So hurry and call 1-800-394-1524. Call now.
Watch your Suncoast News at 6 on your streaming device for a chance to win a $50 Visa. It's easy. Just watch weekdays at 6 for the word of the week. Then enter the word at mysuncoast.com for your shot at a $50 Visa. We'll pick the winner each week. Good luck. Get all the local information you need before you leave home in the morning. Watch Good Morning Suncoast weekdays on ABC 7 to get breaking news, plus first alert, weather, and traffic focused on where you live. ABC 7. We're here for you.
Credit card debt can ruin your life. If you owe $10,000 and minimum payments are siphoning away your paycheck each month, you can get debt-free in less time than you think.
I've paid $800 a month for the past 3 years and haven't changed the balance on my credit card.
Get debt-free now has a program to reduce your debt, stop the harassing phone calls, avoid financial ruin, and settle for less than you owe.
I feel like a huge weight has been lifted off my shoulders.
You're pre-approved for our special hardship program if you owe $10,000 or more. Upon payment of your new lower balance, your debt will finally shrink until you are debt-free.
My family no longer has 30 years of payments ahead of us at 20% interest.
There's no fees until you see results. So call now, make one monthly program payment, and free up your cash. Resolve your debt.
Call 800-685-6422, 800-685-6422.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Chef Mark from Sharky's on the Pier. And Mark, I know you're going through some renovations at Sharky's. Tell us about that and how are they looking?
Oh yeah, it's getting real exciting down there. We're going to be opening back up this weekend after being closed for some major structural changes. And the improvements are ongoing. You know, we're still picking out the color of the drapes and all that. So some things are still going on, but we're going to be back open for business for the weekend, and it's
perfect.
We're looking forward to it.
All right, we can't wait to come visit. We'll see you in a few minutes. Beth?
Well, many of us have hundreds of photos just stored on our phones and on our computers. Some even have piles of pictures we've been meaning to put in frames. Well, don't worry. There are many creative ways to display our favorite photos, and blogger Lisa O'Driscoll is here to help us make some of them. All right, welcome.
Thank you.
So, Lisa, they call you the funny mom mom.
Funny money mom.
Yeah. So tell me about that. Why?
Well, it actually started off as a shopping site, so that's where the money came from. But now I blog more about frugal living, and I love to make crafts, but it can get expensive. I spend too much money at Michael's, honestly. But I can do it frugally as well, and you can often find things around the house that you can use.
Okay. So all of these ideas are budget friendly then. Mm-hmm. So tell me about what I should do with all the photos on my phone, or like you said, piles.
Well, there's a lot of different things. When I used to teach kindergarten, I made these little coasters when we would make gifts for parents for the holidays. So we would make these easy coasters, and then here's a little picture frame cube or picture cube, and that's a really easy one to make, and it costs less than $5.
What a great idea.
That's a photo transfer on wood, which I was a little scared to do it, but it turned out really well. It was a lot easier than I expected.
And where do you buy that wood? Can you buy that at craft stores?
I did, yes.
Okay, that's good.
And then that's just a little wreath that my kids wanted to help me put together, so we did that for fall.
So you have a Michael's membership then?
I should be their spokesperson, yes.
All right, so you got us working. Tell us about what Joey and Linda are making on this side.
Okay, so Joey and Linda, I printed out pictures for them on this paper called the HP Social Media Snapshot, I think, and you can peel off the back. So when you print it out, you can print your pictures.
We didn't even realize that.
Yeah,
that is amazing.
So when you print your pictures, you can print them right off Instagram or Facebook, and it'll even print out the captions. But I use them for these little photo cubes. You can just stick them right on, and
there's my grandchildren.
So it's simple, it's cheap. These cubes were like $4.30, I think, and nothing to print out the pictures.
But that's so neat, because I remember my grandparents having a photo cube, and it was plastic. Do you remember how ugly it used to be?
I remember those.
And you'd slide the old Polaroid photos in.
Of
Yeah,
them,
but I mean, that's a gorgeous sheen that it has on it.
And it seems very durable. I feel like this is an easy project to do.
It's very easy, and the kids
young
can do
kids
it too
would
if you want to
love
do it together.
So
like
do Linda and I.
Listen, we haven't looked up since you gave us these.
So pretty much they just trace the square out, cut along the trace, and then just peel?
And then just peel it and stick it on, yeah.
You know what else I love
easy.
these projects for is that I'm at the age where all of my girlfriend's kids are going to college this week, so there's a lot of boo-hooing. But these are the really cool things that the kids can make to take with them, you know, a family cube of pictures and stuff like that.
Yeah. And then actually appreciate that.
Right. No, this is fun.
So there's another one, coasters. Tell me how we go about making these.
So these are just really inexpensive coasters. I think I paid 52 cents each for them.
Oh,
and then
I love that.
Yes, and then I printed them out, or I printed out the photos, and so you just cut these photos also. And for this, these aren't the sticky photos. Those, it won't work on the tile. So I paint Mod Podge on the tile and put the picture on.
I don't know what it is, but I love the sounds of it. What's
It is an amazing word.
I love Mod Podge.
And
I
that's
use it
just
for
kind of like a
everything.
glue.
Oh.
It's basically a crafty glue, yes.
Now, what about setting something on top of these? Is there a way to spray them and make them
so that
water
the picture
resistant?
doesn't.
Well, and this actually says it's a water-based sealer, but I also will spray a polyurethane over it.
Okay. Something else I can just pick up at Michael's, right?
Yeah. No, it won't
Because I don't
hurt
want
it.
to ruin this. This is getting good.
I know. I feel like we could give these as gifts. Pictures of me on a cube.
Yes, Joey, because we'd all really love that. Yeah.
A paperweight or darts, whatever you'd like.
So you have tried spraying it and it doesn't alter the look of the picture? Because I think I'm
It
definitely
does
going to
not.
spray it.
But one thing I will tell you that I found out the hard way, I made this when I should have been sleeping last night. I stayed up making another craft with black and white pictures, and I used the Mod Podge on that, and it gave it kind of a sepia tone. So it did kind of change the tone of the black and white. But on the color, it doesn't hurt it at all.
Oh, it showed through the back on the black and white a little bit. And
could that look
Yeah,
intentional?
well, it just
could it look intentional,
it does,
or is
yeah,
there
it
ways
does look
to?
intentional. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Oh, I made mine.
Yeah, I'll just tell everyone I did it on purpose.
Oh, look at that.
You have some other stuff too, I noticed down front, some other ideas.
Well, and bowls too.
Yeah,
but Beth,
those
look
I
at
made with my kids.
That's really good.
Tell us about the bowls, because they have, is that paint that you used in between the pictures?
It is. My girls helped me cut out some pictures of their cats. They're obsessed with their little kitty cat. So we printed out a whole bunch of pictures, and I let them pick the ones they wanted to use, and we glued them on, again with Mod Podge, and painted around it.
And can you put this in the dishwasher? Or
I don't want those in the dishwasher. I
Oh.
do it by hand.
Okay.
But they're the cat bowls, so I don't do it that much.
And then the heart is precious.
Oh, and that's the one I was doing last night when I should have been sleeping. But it still looks good, but the black and white just changed the tone a little bit. And I think this would make a great wedding gift. I took a bunch of pictures of my husband and I, and just kind of put them on the little heart.
That's great. And
so, yeah.
also
I
something
love
you could do with the kids as gifts for family members.
Yes.
Absolutely, yes.
It'd be great fun to keep them busy at
And
Christmas
for people
time.
like Joey that likes to give gifts of themselves, this is a great way to get it done.
Or my dog. You can have a cube
We
of
all
my
have
dog.
too many pictures on our phones.
That's true.
All right, thank you so much, Lisa. Now, if you guys want to get more information, you can go to Lisa's blog. It is funmoneymom.com. Thank you for these creative ideas on how we can take our pictures off our phone and put them on display. And next, we're going to meet a karaoke star. We'll be right back.
When severe weather strikes, trust ABC 7 First Alert Weather. We're here for you.
Attention Sarasota and surrounding cities. After 25 years in Sarasota, Bacon's Furniture and Design will be moving to create Southwest Florida's largest and most dynamic furniture store. We must liquidate everything in the store at huge savings as fast as possible. Do not miss this opportunity to purchase quality sofas, bedrooms, dining rooms, patio furniture, mattresses, and more. All at the absolute lowest prices possible. The Bacon's Furniture and Design Relocation Sell-Off. Nobody beats Bacon's.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. A former vice president to make a stop on the Suncoast. Why Dick Cheney will visit Sarasota later this fall. And Spanish, French, and Latin may soon not be the only foreign language classes, the high-tech course that may be added as an option for high school students in Florida. Let's get a check on our First Alert weather forecast with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Well, good afternoon, Scott. We haven't had much rainfall today. We are looking at some showers and storms are gathering east of the state. This is a tropical wave and disturbance which will be moving in generally a westerly direction, we do believe, so we'll start to get some of this. It looks like beginning tomorrow, but more so on Thursday as it heads to the west. Right now, the big talk is the heat. It's on 95 degrees right now. The heat index is at 103.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
All hands on deck. What's up? I want to point out 3 tips for using the home computer more safely. Point away.
First, stop. Make sure your software is up to date and that you've password protected your computer's login and Wi-Fi connection.
Next, think before visiting a site, opening attachments, or clicking on links.
Then connect, knowing you're helping make the web safer for you
and for everyone. Make Stop, Think, Connect part of your daily online routine.
This is an important medical announcement. Bard IVC filters have been linked to punctured veins and problems with migration. Anyone who's received a Bard IVC filter must receive medical monitoring and may be entitled to substantial compensation. If you have the Bard Recovery G2 or G2 Express filter, you are in a class of patients who should be compensated for some expenses. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. This call is confidential. There's no cost and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to people who should have been warned about the risks of the Bard IVC filters. Call the IVC Filter Hotline if you or a loved one has received an IVC filter and experienced a vein puncture or required medical monitoring. You must call now.
Call 800-329-3089. 800-329-3089.
Karaoke might be a weekend hobby for some people who just like to sing their favorite songs, but for others, it might mean a golden ticket to stardom. Our next guest will be packing his bags to compete against the country's best singers in Las Vegas next week. We welcome Suncoast resident Jeff Chamberlain. Jeff, congratulations.
Yeah, that's great.
Tell us about your upcoming trip to Las Vegas.
Well, we fly out to Vegas September 9th. The competition actually starts on the 10th. It's actually in Laughlin, Nevada, but of course it's close enough.
Absolutely.
And they do it every year. Actually, it's an international contest now. They bring singers from all over the world, all to Laughlin. It's a week-long event. It's like a week-long concert.
And how did you get the opportunity to go there?
Different states have venues throughout their state where you can go and qualify at the local levels. And then if you win your local levels, the venue pays for you to go to your regionals, which is for that state. And then if you win your category in that state, there's 6 categories. If you win your category, then the state or that venue pays for your flight out.
Oh, you've come a long way so far. How'd you get to be a star in this?
Well, I used to compete a lot in local karaoke contests, and I had actually stopped for a long time actually competing because a lot of the small karaoke contests end up being more of a popularity contest than a talent contest. So I got out of it for a while, and then I got back into it when I had heard somebody say, well, you should come out to Talent Quest. I said, well, what's that? They gave me the website, and I went and checked it out and read every single rule there was, and popularity wasn't anywhere, any one of the criteria.
Yeah, how is the scene here on the Suncoast? I mean, do you think there are a lot of singers who enjoy going out and doing karaoke?
There are a lot.
But not everyone is as good as you, I'm sure.
Apparently not.
It just happened to be my year to win this year.
You had to be pretty good.
There's a lot of very good singers around here. Locally and all over the state, and it's just...
We want to see how good you are. So while you go over there to get started, to get set to sing for us, I'll tell everybody where they can see you. So if you'll head on over, you can hear him and see him every week, every Tuesday and Saturday. He is going to be at the Rendezvous Lounge on North Lockwood Ridge Road in Sarasota. And of course, we know he's heading out September 10th for the Talent Quest in Las Vegas or Lawton. Okay, now let's see what you got, Jeff. Take it away.
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The taste of love is sweet when hearts like ours meet. I fell for you like a child. Oh, but the fire went wild. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. Burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. The ring.
I think we've got a winner. You are good. Are you going to sing that in the competition?
Not that particular one, but I've got a few surprises up my sleeve when I get out there.
All right. So it's one person after another, and the judges are sitting out there watching?
Right. They do 2 qualifier rounds, men's on the first day, women on the second day, and then men and women again. And then the 5th day, they cut it down to top 20, and then top 10, and then top 5.
You got that bravado. He has that bravado.
Yeah, he's got that.
I don't know if you can vote, but your appreciation and support on online is
We want to hear more from you, too. I want to tell everybody that it is September 10th in Las Vegas, and it is called Talent Quest. So you can go to their website and find out more. The Talent Quest website. Okay, we want to hear more from you. Will you sing us to break?
Sure.
Oh, great.
Sure.
Let's hear more.
There's a long black train coming down the line, beating off the souls that are lost and crying.
I'm calling in regards about my mother, and I'm here, and I just want to thank you because it saved my mother's life yesterday. And I'd like to know the names of the people that came in and saved her so I could call and thank them. And she's doing fine. It's a wonderful thing. Thank you.
When you fall and cannot get up, an accident can turn into a tragedy. But with Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast. Life Alert saves a person from a catastrophe every 10 minutes.
Life Alert is a lifesaver. If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-652-3012. That's 1-800-652-3012. Call now 1-800-652-3012. For a free brochure, call 1-800-652-3012.
So you've decided to go to college. That's cool. So pop quiz. Which is a better way to earn your degree? Commute to college and fill your gas tank, get stuck in traffic, drive in bad weather, try to find a parking space, walk a half mile to class, or learn online at Independence University. In the park on a bench, on the beach on a towel, or on your couch with your kid, your campus is wherever you want it to be. You don't go to college. College goes to you. That's independence. That's Independence University. You schedule classes around your schedule, and all your supplies, including a brand new laptop and tablet, are included with tuition. At Independence U, you'll learn from professional instructors with real work experience. You'll get personal support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Get your degree, but keep your life. That's independence. That's Independence University. So if you're really smart, you'd call now.
Call 1-800-319-0237.
Independence U, for an independent you.
Call 1-800-319-0237.
This is an important medical announcement. Xarelto and Pradaxa have been linked to uncontrollable bleeding and even death. If you've been prescribed one of these drugs and have experienced these dangerous side effects, you may be entitled to substantial compensation. Studies show that Pradaxa can cause more heart attacks than warfarin, and other countries have already issued safety warnings against this drug. Call now for a free assessment of your case and potential money damages. The call is confidential, there's no cost, and you may be eligible. Juries have awarded millions of dollars to Pradaxa victims, and thousands of Xarelto victims are filing their legal cases. Call the Drug Watch hotline if you or a loved one used Xarelto or Pradaxa and experienced uncontrollable bleeding, brain hemorrhage, or even death. You must call now.
Call 800-793-6055. 800-793-6055.
Of course, Florida Studio Theater Improv's every Saturday at FST, but there's a special birthday improv show coming up this Friday. I think we need to know about birthday boy Joey.
It is. We are kicking off my 40th birthday weekend with a special improv show this Friday that I'm going to be in. You don't have to know me or even like me to come see the show.
In fact, go and heckle them.
Yes.
Everybody that knows you.
But tickets, it's always on Saturdays, but there will be the special show this Friday at 7:30. You can't get tickets online. You have to call, but all the information is online at Florida.
Okay, we're going to pack the house.
Birthday quiet.
I'm going on vacation.
We're packing the house for Joey's 40th birthday this Friday at 7:30. Call Florida Studio Theater. And now we're headed to the kitchen with Sharky's on the Pier.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
When you want to get away from it all, to a place where you can do everything, or nothing at all, surrounded by natural beauty and all the modern amenities you might desire, then you'll want to be here at the Wanna Be Inn on the beautiful shores of Manasota Key, Florida. To plan your escape, log on to wannabeinn.com.
From our studios on Florida's Suncoast, this is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Haley Vilgas. Here's what we're working on for 5 o'clock. 2 more public spots where dogs can run and play freely, where the city of Sarasota plans to open 2 new off-leash dog parks. And now taking a quick look at Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents to report right now. I-75 is moving smoothly in both Sarasota and Manatee counties. Now let's head over to First Alert Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Thanks, Haley. And we are looking at 2 tropical systems right now. The remnants of Harvey expected to gain some strength, could become a minimal hurricane as it heads toward Texas. And we're watching this tropical wave. Abundant moisture to the east of the state will work its way across the state and bring us a much better chance for rainfall. We could use it. We're over 4 inches below average for the month thus far. It's a hot one right now. The heat index at 103, the actual temperature at 95. We'll have more on your weather forecast, the First Alert forecast.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
If you're only hungry for a slice of apple pie, why buy the whole pie? And you certainly wouldn't want to pay for an all-you-can-eat buffet. So if you don't use your cell phone that much, why get charged for a plan that's too big, or even an unlimited plan? Luckily, there's still a wireless company that shares your values. Welcome to Consumer Cellular. Our average customer pays about $25 a month for everything they need. Many pay even less, as plans start at just $10 a month. You'll get a straightforward bill that's easy to understand, with no surprises, and all the attention you deserve from our friendly customer service team. No wonder Consumer Cellular has received J.D. Power Awards for highest customer service. Plus, if you're an AARP member, you'll receive special discounts. It's easy to switch. You can even keep your phone and your number. So stop paying for more than you need and start your 30-day risk-free trial today. Call 1-800-468-1930. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Attention, Americans eligible for Medicare. Are you getting all the benefits you're entitled to? Did you know there may be money available to lower your medical prescription costs? Call Health Markets and we'll tell you if you qualify.
Hi, I'm Dr. Martin Jeetsi. It's a new Medicare year. That means more changes and more confusion. The key question is, what can you do now to ensure you get the care you need in the coming year?
Call Health Markets today. You may qualify to save money on prescriptions. We'll help you find plans that may cost less, cover more, and could even lower your prescription costs to increase your savings. We help you find all the benefits you're entitled to, and we do it at no cost.
Make sure you have what you need to get the care that's right for you.
Find out if you qualify to receive extra help with your prescriptions. Call the number on the screen now. Representatives are standing by.
Want the latest weather and traffic conditions wherever you go? Introducing ABC7's revolutionary new First Alert weather app. With our state-of-the-art new weather app, you get up-to-the-minute weather alerts, interactive radar maps, current conditions, 10-day forecasts, real-time traffic maps, and weather video from ABC7, all at your fingertips. And it's free. Just search Suncoast WX in the App Store and download onto all your devices today. Sponsored by Mr. Sparky.
Coming up Wednesday at 4 on Suncoast View, fall fashions are popping up in Suncoast stores. Our fashion experts will join us to talk trends for the new season. A new school year is a great time to learn a new instrument. Music Compound will be here to teach us, plus incredible deals on condos. And Suncoast for Sale, plus hosted gourmet catering is in the kitchen.
And welcome back. Right now we're in the kitchen with Mark from Sharky's on the Pier, and we're making salmon.
We're doing salmon. We're doing a chipotle bourbon glaze on our salmon today. So
Okay.
I got these fillets here.
Just a little bit of salt and pepper.
Yep. And we're
Those
going to
are
get
big
those
ones.
sauteing in the pan because they take a little bit of time.
Do they have a little oil on the top, it looks like?
They do.
Okay.
And skin off.
Yep.
That's the hardest part for me. How do you get the skin so...
Well, we take it off when we have the whole fish.
Oh,
that's
one side
easier.
at a time. Now, and then over here, we need some peeled tomatoes for this recipe. So the easy way to peel tomatoes is you take them and you put them in the boiling water.
Okay.
And then I got one here, and they need about 60 seconds in there, and then we'll ice them down, and that skin just comes right off in your hands.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Now,
How long do I go before I start trying to...
oh, that's probably good to go right now. That water's really cold.
Wow.
I'm pan-searing the salmon here because we have an electric stove here. But at the restaurant, we will use these cedar planks. We soak them in water, and we put the fish on the plank, and then roast it in the oven.
Oh, yum.
And you can do that at home, or you can do these right on a grill. Yeah, soak them in water overnight, and then they get that nice cedary flavor into the fish, too, which is really nice. Unfortunately, you can't do that with an electric stove, so pan sear is going to be really nice for today. And then over here, we're making the peach salsa. Linda's already chopping up some peaches for us.
Let's see, go like that.
Yep.
Linda's our Georgia peach. So
Yes.
There you go. Nice job.
Thank you.
And
Now
we're
we got
gonna,
to make them little bitty pieces, right? Like you did. Okay.
so it's going to be peaches, tomatoes, diced red onion, cilantro, and lime juice is what's going to go in our salsa. And we have the finished product over here.
Oh, wow.
Those are little bitty pieces.
Yeah.
Nice.
Are these grilled? I'm sorry. Did I?
They're grilled
I
peach,
love
yeah.
it.
Yeah, we,
I was just watching Linda cut peaches.
You thought I was going to cut my finger
I was
off. I know.
baffled.
yeah.
I heard you gasp.
Yeah, the grilling helps more of the sweetness in fruit. I love to do it with peaches are great. We do watermelon that way. Pineapples are great that way.
Really?
So the heat, you add the smokiness to it, and it also brings out more of the sugar.
Oh, okay.
Like caramelize, like you take an onion and you caramelize it in a pan. You don't think of an onion as sweet, but when you slow roast it in the pan, you get a lot of sugar out of it.
Okay.
Well, fruit has lots of sugar in it.
Great.
All right, so then what next?
All right, well, we're going to put this tomato over here. You can see I have one already that we did. And the next step on this is here, Linda, let me see the knife.
Oh, okay.
Because we don't want tomato seeds in there either. You just cut it in half, and then you squeeze the seeds out.
Oh, wow.
That's incredible.
You make that look very easy.
He does.
So then we get just the meat of the tomato with no skin and no seeds.
I can't believe that really works, but I see it does.
Yep.
And then you cut that.
And we dice that up for the salsa.
Okay.
All right,
I'll
Linda.
dice away.
And this is all part of our hook, line, and sinker menu at Sharky's, which is a price-fixed 3-course meal that we rotate different specials on throughout the summertime.
Oh, that's great.
Wow, what a great idea and a great way to get some very fresh and local flavors, while, of course, the absolute best view on the Suncoast. Sharky's on the Pier in Venice, a wonderful place to enjoy Florida, and also it looks like some great fresh flavors. Linda, you're doing a good job over there chopping away. All right, well, this is the salmon
if television doesn't work out, I'm ready.
with the peach salsa. Thank you, Mark, and I certainly have enjoyed all the other flavors on the menu. It looks like a great strawberry balsamic chicken salad and some Gulf shrimp. So
that's our macadamian grouper with coconut shrimp over there. One of our top-selling items.
That has Bobette's name on it, I can tell from right here. All right, Joey, fun to have you with us on this side today. Everybody enjoy the rest of your day. Take some time and enjoy the Suncoast view. Have a great day.